are 2 seconds away.
The Gungans deserve to die. They were just
Bro, it's a simple thing. It's a simple thing. If your organization looks, sounds,
there is
and
no
acts
god
like
in Star Wars,
then you're the bad guys. Simple.
Listen.
the
The Empire. Here's the thing. In all terms and purposes, the Empire was only bad because Palpatine exists. If Palpatine didn't exist and the Empire was just formed, I think it would have been good.
No.
Okay, let me. But
because you had Tarkin. You remember you had Tarkin.
Yeah, and he was just as bad.
Tarkin was not worried
I
better.
still.
He was just worried about money.
No, hold on. All right, no. One for starters, Order 66. Let's start with that. Okay. They executed kids. Young
Guess what?
Okay.
You're gonna find a way to justify this. You're
no, the Republic actually firebombed a freaking separatist village. They firebombed it.
Okay.
I'm not saying the Republic was good either. I'm not saying the Republic was good.
No side in Star Wars
committed some pretty bad things too.
Empire constantly.
Right. Listen,
we're talking. Okay.
They committed atrocities too.
Everyone, shut the fuck up for a moment.
Is that the Empire's still not good? Yeah, they both may be fucked up, but the Empire is still just as fucked up. It is probably even worse.
Hold on. What version of the Empire?
Oh shit!
We're talking about the
we
Empire
just talked
as a
about
whole.
Order
They're all the same, Billy.
Okay, no.
No.
The Jedi died. Oh god.
No. Everyone, shut up.
You have Jacob and Austin trying to justify the Empire.
No, I'm not justifying the original Empire. I'm not justifying. No. I'm not justifying the original Empire. Fuck the original Empire. The Imperial Remnant is what is the true Empire.
About that does not matter. It
does.
It is a shadow of what it once was.
It is. It's led by fabulous mustache man. Okay.
Jacob, you're about to not be fabulous in 2 seconds if you don't shut
the fuck up. I'm about to cut your balls off.
And I will eat your ass.
Hey, guess what?
If
Jacob, execute Order 66. Go now. Execute the order. It's treason.
No.
Okay.
The attempt on my life
have left me
God.
It has left me with skin cancer.
Giant testicle. He's more testicle than me.
My resolve has never been more chemo-filled.
Why are you talking to us about mustaches? Do you know what's fabulous in the mustache man? Darth Vader. He had a big ass cloak and a nice ass costume.
Darth Vader's dead.
Was black.
He's a black.
I can't unhear that.
No. Let me stop you all right here. The most fabulous man in the entire Galactic Empire was Grand Admiral Thrawn. That was the most.
Yes.
He was a Smurf who had red.
I would like to argue that the most fabulous man. I would like to argue that the most fabulous man was actually Grogu, or otherwise known as Gregory.
I'm about to punch him like the fallen.
Lando had a cape.
I will fucking murder you.
And a mustache.
Do you understand? I will commit murder.
All right.
He was just banging robots.
Hey, we all gotta agree. The most
I don't gotta breathe.
in the galaxy.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of Jacob if he touches the fallen baby.
It's true. You know what?
Moff Gideon, yeah. You know what?
We're giving black points, then yes. So
Moff Gideon is. They should have let him kill himself.
Did he? Yeah,
he
do that.
Leave a cliffhanger. Like what could he have told us? Leave it like that. Don't just say no.
Because he's just gonna start shit in season 3. I mean, it's gonna be that.
No, you know who is Grand Admiral Thrawn. I'm saying it's happening.
You think they're gonna add him in?
Thank God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna be Cumberbatch.
I'm talking about Grand Admiral Thrawn.
I know.
Yeah, it's not. It won't be Cumberbatch.
Who's he gonna be played as? Who's gonna act?
I wonder.
Because Cumberbatch said no.
All right.
Will Ferrell played Grand Admiral.
No.
Did you put your nutsack on my Star Destroyer?
I'm Ricky Bobby. I'm the best there is. I piss excellent.
See, no, hold on. Austin, you were talking about he was a blue Smurf. You're just jealous because you're not blue. That's it. You're just mad. So shut up,
I'm
Austin.
jealous because I killed a bunch of civilians while I did rebels.
Okay. No. Austin, I'm going to need you to really shut the fuck up for a minute while I explain this, okay?
Okay, do it.
Now, another big issue with the Empire was Palpatine because of his fucking child molesting.
Skin cancer.
What did we just
Skin
say?
cancer.
Okay, now
We
if it
just
wasn't,
said without
if no,
Palpatine.
shut the fuck up. If Grand Admiral Thrawn was
No.
probably Emperor,
No.
the Empire
No,
probably
I'm
would
gonna
have been a
stop you
lot
right there.
better.
No.
I think it would have been a
You
lot
think it
better.
would have gone to get
No.
better?
He committed war crimes too.
So the Empire
Every-
is just
Alright,
either way.
Listen. Every person in Star Wars, whether you like it or not, has committed a war crime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Han
it's true.
Solo was an asshole.
But at
Han
least,
Solo?
Lando was an asshole.
Obi-Wan.
Boba Fett was.
Obi-Wan
as
Boba
much as
Fett
we
technically
was-
like to
committed
talk shit on the
war crimes.
rebels for doing bad things,
Every
least
faction, every
not
faction,
as bad as the Empire.
every
The
No,
First
faction.
whoa,
Order
whoa,
was by far the
Christina,
most
They
innocent.
kidnapped. Remember when? Oh, you haven't seen the Cad Bane thing.
Seen most of the stuff is
Uh,
about that.
Hey,
Every
yeah.
you know who
faction-
had by far the least war crimes?
Oh,
The First Order, as far as we
No,
know.
they have. No, they haven't.
Didn't they
No,
blow
they
up
haven't. If
planets
anything,
too?
no. If anything, they're worse than the Empire.
they blew
They
up
are
3
worse than the
planets at
Empire.
the same time.
Like
The Republic.
they literally
And they
blew
were
up
literally
multiple
Nazis.
planets at once, bro.
I know.
They
blew
had
up
a
multiple
Nazi-
planets at
Nazis.
once.
They had a Nazi like whole
They're the
speech.
first
The
Nazis.
first
Wait,
order
you know what's
with
funny
the
about the
fighting
fist?
and the lights.
You know what's funny about the fist?
Uh,
That's actually communist. That's the red salute.
oh shit! We got our parties fucked up.
Damn.
No, but right. Okay,
I
but
mean,
anyway.
Nazis were socialists, so it's just watered down communism.
Nationalist
Pretty
socialists,
much.
actually. They were
And
like
nonetheless
alt-right,
socialist.
alt-left. They
Listen,
were like
listen,
two
guys,
different things.
listen. We can all agree. Fuck the
Mm.
First Order. Even the
Okay.
Empire,
Okay,
even
no,
the
no,
Empire,
hold-
even
no,
the
wait, hold
Empire
on.
would say
wait,
fuck the
wait,
First
wait,
Order.
hold up. Seriously, let me. Okay. It realistically, I actually like the concept of the First Order.
It just, in my opinion, it just was not
However,
They
fleshed
really
out well.
handled it wrong because it's like, oh look, what's this? Something that we already seen.
No, wait. I like the concept of the First Order because basically, so all the Imperial remnants
You know
unite
what?
once again and become something else.
You know,
Even though they're still
Yeah.
a shadow of what they were, but they still became something. Oh, they all band together once again. It should have been the First Order versus the New Republic, not a rehash of the rebellion that's even more trash than what
And
the rebellion
Here's
was.
I will
what
also-
could have
I'm gonna
happened.
also
Here's what
add-
could have happened. You know the whole thing of General Hux. I think we should use a clone army.
That would be interesting.
That would
That
be
would have been
They
Bring
could
interesting.
have had a
back
mix
My
of
men of
clones.
program,
They
trained from birth.
They could have had a mix of clones and normal recruits.
Well, who would we
They
clone
could've-
this time
That's really
around?
hard to do if you mix them. You just might as well have either all human or
the
clone.
thing is with the First Order, there's a fantastic video I might post of the Templin Institute rehashing the First Order.
That
into
I've
something
seen that. That actually sounds.
It works.
It sounds
It works.
like again, the First Order is not as bad. It wasn't fleshed out good, but it's
No.
better than it's way better than the Resistance. Way
They
better.
had cool Imperial. They had cool walkers.
I will point
Yes.
this out.
The
One of my
gorillas.
major issues is how poorly they did the New Republic.
Yeah, they
It-
demilitarized them and made them all
No, like,
stupid.
They
Did-
basically,
If anything,
they,
that would
they,
want people to have an empire back.
Didn't it fall
The thing-
apart because of a lie?
no, the New Republic. It didn't even fall
Corruption,
apart.
demilitarization.
The New Republic. The reason why it totally fractured to the point of it was basically the final death blow to the New Republic was the Hosnian when they blew up the system. The major
Okay.
concepts, what they could have expanded upon, was the numerous separatist groups that are rising against the New Republic.
It's gonna be the Clone Wars 2.0. It's
Oh,
gonna
it
be
is?
Clone Wars
There
2.0.
was a second Clone Wars.
No, but
Yeah.
think like this. Also, right? Let's just find out. Let's just laugh at this, right? Thousands upon thousands of years of the Galactic Republic
Mhm.
wiped out over a single night, and literally they're struggling to bring that back off the span of 20 years of a galactic empire.
Mm.
Yeah, honestly,
They're
okay.
struggling.
Well, it's
They're
because
struggling
the
to
amount-
bring back. Wait,
I
hold
will
on.
say this: for all the faults of the empire, look how quickly they were established and how easy it was to get all that.
As I
I
said,
will
control
give it that.
under one
The
man.
Empire could
That's
have
why it
been
was so hard to
the
restore the
Empire.
Republic.
What I'm currently doing,
Yeah, but
like,
see again,
if y'all-
Palpatine
if-
used
and
everything
Austin-
of the Clone Wars to form the Empire. He
you
used
know the
Clone Wars
series.
to
You know
form the
you know
Empire.
my own little series. I'm trying to formulate of how I can make the Empire actually seem like a good entity. For one, I had to remove Palpatine. I had to.
Okay.
There's no justification to why Palpatine even exists. One of the main changes I made was of why the Empire was founded. The Empire, in my story, originally why it was founded as a emergency military government. Because the Clone Wars, the reason behind it is because the Clone Wars basically, the Count Dooku basically is like, haha, Sidious is dead. That means I can go full force into fucking the Republic in the ass.
Okay.
And they did. They almost caused the complete and total collapse of the Republic.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say the one faction out of the entirety of the Star Wars universe that isn't as bad, even though they did commit war crimes, but
The Separatists. The Separatist Alliance.
Yeah,
and
they
it
are
makes
not
sense.
that bad.
They're just fighting
The Separatists, in my opinion, compare them to the Rebellion. The Separatists, honestly, are one of the most cleanest factions.
Yeah, because they were just fighting
they
for
had support
equality.
from multiple corporations. The
Corporations. Now, these corporations, yes, these corporations are actually very shady, and they should probably be wiped out. I will give you that.
Wasn't it
However,
just
Techno Union tried to enslave
Actual separatists, the
what was the
actual
planet?
separatists, hold on, the actual separatists, like normal people, they don't know that they thought that this is like a war of independence.
Yeah.
And it was. And they think the Republic aren't doing enough to help them, which, if you've noticed, and this is a long-going trend with democratic governments in Star Wars, they don't do enough to help the people in the Outer Rim and
they
Mid-Rim.
they don't. They only focus
Now the
on
Empire, they tried. I will give them that.
The Empire
they tried.
but the problem was that they, instead of them,
Here's
the thing. Here's the thing. This is why I'm trying to say the Empire is evil in so many ways compared to anything else.
Give me a second.
Because we already established they committed so many atrocities, and it's just like you can say like, oh, but they're trying to bring peace and prosperity. Yeah, but you don't just force your way in.
No, you don't. You have to gradually move in. Which
be like,
hey. The key thing, Eric, I'll let you explain after. One of the key things of why I'm basically redesigning it, I had to redesign the entire majority of the second half of the Clone Wars from the ground up to fit in. Because for one, the Republic, after they lost the Chancellor and several other people during a raid on Coruscant, because that's one of the key things, the Republic leadership they were in disarray. They didn't know who to listen to. And the Jedi weren't much help either. The Jedi soon had their own schism, if we see back in the era of the Old Republic and things like that. So, obviously, if you were a citizen during this time, how much faith would you have in the Republic at this point?
Not a lot.
No. Like, and
with,
hold on. Let me put my dogs up. Give me a second.
With the Empire, right? They literally formed the Death Star literally for what? Like, what was the purpose of that? To
but you have to understand
peace?
who was behind it.
I know.
Like, most of the Empire didn't like it. Darth Vader didn't even agree with the Death Star.
Thrawn, Vader did not agree with it.
It was Tarkin. He
Tarkin
viewed it
was
as
the biggest. Yeah, I know.
Deterrence. He wanted deterrence.
I know.
He didn't want actual tactical planning.
I mean, Palpatine, we already established, but like another biggest issue, I would say honestly, compared to Palpatine, I would say the biggest issue for the Empire was Tarkin. He was the biggest issue.
Well, yeah, he was able to lobby everybody into believing what he wanted because of the amount of influence he had before the Empire was made.
Like the whole thing.
He already had his foot in the door when the Republic was nearing its end.
I'm going to bed.
If you look through the Clone Wars, look at the amount of influence he had.
Good night, Gerald.
Good night.
Adios.
He literally went from being a ship captain to heading a prison.
Okay.
Yeah.
And being and prosecuting a Jedi over nothing. And getting away with it.
But like what I'm saying is like, his whole doctrine of ruling through fear and all that stuff, ruling with an iron fist, that's not good, especially if you're gonna go around blowing up planets for literally over nothing, right? At this point, the whole galaxy's gonna rebel because it's like, what the fuck am I gonna lose? Like, I already lost my fucking life. Even if I'm not disobeying the laws, I already lost my life. So it's like, might as well just fight the Empire. Like, if I'm gonna go down, I'm just gonna go down fighting. Because it's like, I'd rather die in combat trying to fight for what I believe in than die in an internment camp.
I'd rather die in hope than in disarray.
Right. Like, again, so like the fact that the Empire had a shit ton of fucking slaves. They started enslaving people left and right. again,
Wookiees.
as I said, there are
Twi'leks.
concepts. The Twi'leks, honestly, even before the Empire, they were suffering enslavement. Not gonna
That's
lie.
their own damn fault. That's just how their race was. They were too submissive.
Yeah, that was an issue prior to the Empire. But like the Empire, there are some things I do agree with, and I believe it could have been a very successful government that could have lasted for thousands of years, like the Republic.
Thank you.
However,
1,000-year Reich.
shut up. However, a lot of things that they did were the problem. So again, I understand that they want to expand and bring peace and prosperity to the galaxy, and then Thrawn might have been like, "Hey, the Yuuzhan Vong, yeah, so we gotta fight them." But trying to just force your way in is not gonna help. Like literally, just like deliver the news or whatever, like lightly, be like, "Hey, like we're here to like bring peace, prosperity, you know, and shit like that." Don't just fucking force your way in because people are not gonna like that. Because the fact that the Republic that did not even bother expanding to the, you know, they didn't care about the outer rim. So these people were doing whatever the fuck they wanted for thousands of years. Now, all of a sudden, there's a new galactic government trying to force their way in. It's just like, bitch, who the fuck are you? And what the fuck do you want? Who are you?
The Republic even struggled with the Outer Rim. So
I know. So they kind of gave up with that. But now the Empire is just like, haha, no. You're going to do what we say or you're going to die. And so the people were like, okay, bitch, I guess I'm going to die, but I'm going to fight you anyway. That's just pretty much how it went.
Somehow a boy from a desert blew up a Death Star.
And then that's another thing. How incompetent. No, it's not even about luck. Okay, because realistically, if the officers and everybody in the Empire were competent, the rebellion would have died. The problem was with the Empire incompetence. That was another major problem.
Only Imperial stormtroopers could be so precise.
The clone troopers were far superior.
Yeah, he didn't go to the academy.
The clone troopers were far superior to the
Oh,
stormtroopers.
no, that's not
no. That is without question.
Yeah,
that is without question. Now,
literally, then you have
Imperial clone troopers.
Tarkin's
that's why
Tarkin
tried to shut it down.
Tarkin's just here like, no.
Okay, what model of non-productivity?
No. I'm going to point this out. Tarkin, why are you so worried about money when the Empire has...
Why is he so worried about money when he wants to build Star Destroyers, but clones are too expensive?
Literally, no. Literally, you're right. That's also another thing, right? He literally wants to build fleets of nothing but capital ships. Okay, I'm especially when it comes to the military. I'm explaining so many of the issues. Okay, one,
the Tarkin doctrine.
Shut the fuck up. Not that. Well, that's a whole entirety thing.
That's literally what we're talking about.
But anyway,
all right.
The armor of the stormtroopers. What the fuck is that? That's just plastic. Okay. That looks like a fucking costume.
I have a feeling
they got cheap.
The thing, yeah. Okay, I will be honest with you.
Stormtrooper armor offered a lot of protection.
But we never see it. We never see it.
It just looked like plastic because of the movies.
We never see it. Like,
okay, but the Mandalorian, I would. No. Okay.
The Mandalorian was a perfect.
The Mandalorian was a perfect depiction, but even next to Beskar, Stormtrooper armor's crap.
The best depiction of the Stormtroopers.
Beskar is costly though.
No, the thing is, the best depiction of Stormtroopers was Rogue One. Perfect, good representation of Stormtroopers.
Yes.
And the Mandalorian. And if you've noticed, they're in the first, I think it was the first season, we see the Stormtroopers that were under that one guy. They were very worn down. You can tell that these soldiers were out there for years. Their armor was worn down. Some of the stuff is getting rusted over, which makes sense. Now, Stormtroopers themselves, they're not bad. They aren't. But are they worse? Are they worse than clone troopers? Yes, by far.
My point being, okay,
Tarkin should not have stopped the production of clones. Sure, you can slow it down a little bit.
You can change it to a different clone template.
That too. Perfect example, Legends. They continued to use stormtroopers until the Clone Rebellion, which was about 5 years or 4 to 5 years after the war ended. Which makes sense.
That one. But anyway, right. So again, I would have even accepted if Tarkin wanted to mix normal humans in it. I would have accepted that. But again, clones are just superior.
Tarkin is a
On top of that-
commanding officers.
on top of
As your
that-
officer corps.
On
But
top of
do
that,
they ever explain why
officers-
Tarkin was anti-clones?
Tarkin's just a fucking dick. That's what it is.
That's
He's
what
just
he
a
is.
dick.
His whole now they
Literally,
actually
you
explained-
see it like when you first meet him and you look at him, you're just like, "Oh, this guy's a dick. I hate him
This guy's
already."
a literal dick.
When I
And-
see
and
Tarkin,
you-
I think of Squidward
Snob.
if he joined the Empire.
Snobist. Now, the thing is, with Tarkin,
Hmm.
do I like his character in all actuality? I do. Do I like him as a commanding officer in any sort of military role? No. I want him to die.
Oh,
I
so
will
what's
shoot
your
him
problem
myself.
with his
I like his
Sarcasm.
character.
Hmm.
I like his character. I do.
Hmm.
But if I had to be under him, I
would commit high treason by just killing him.
I'd be
Like-
like, all right, guys,
Kill him.
I would kill him and then turn myself in. I'm like, all right, guys, I solved your problem.
Just like, yeah, I killed him. Yeah, I
Do you
killed him.
think?
Now, anyway,
Do you think
another
you have a
issue was the incompetence of the officers. That was a
Ugh.
big issue because,
All
like,
right.
right here's the thing:
Mhm.
you're not rewarded, unlike other galactic governments or just anything. You're not rewarded based on your skill. You're rewarded based on your ambition, how ambitious you are. That's what you're rewarded on, and that's a problem because you
I
will
do-
literally do anything and everything to get the highest position possible. You
I
will
don't.
literally just send armies to their deaths and not bat an eye to just be like, I'm gonna be a grand admiral.
I
Got
will.
it.
I'll say this,
Mhm.
and I know you're probably not talking about it at all, Eric, about the Legends counterpart. It's just the one key thing that I do like the depiction of how they were going with canon during Rogue One, of how the Empire was working and things like that. And I love the lead up to A New Hope. I love that era. I liked parts of the sequel trilogy. I did.
The only thing I liked of the sequel trilogy was The Force Awakens. That was a good opening. Everything after
That
that,
was
was
a good-
ass.
That was a great opening to a new trilogy. But rehashing the same shit over and over again, not thinking innovation, thinking what they could, like, the thing is, the First Order in its lore, even some Imperial remnant groups hated the First Order because
Yeah, I know about
they
that.
aren't the
Because they're
aren't
not the Empire. They're more fanatic than anything else.
yeah, they will do. They aren't protecting the people. They aren't. They're more so slaughtering them, and the Empire at least tried to protect them. The Empire, like the Imperial Remnant, going back to Legends for a little bit, when the Empire fell apart, with the death of the Emperor and Darth Vader, in canon, it was basically an order saying, "All right, burn the entire Empire down." When you could clearly reorganize all your forces to crush the New Republic. Sure.
Yeah,
you've
that's
lost
pretty
your-
much how it was in canon. Literally, especially if you play a little bit of Battlefront 2, but mostly
Mhm.
like Star Wars Squadrons. You
Two
really see it.
two. All right, Battlefront 2 has one of the key issues I have with its campaign.
Wait. Please tell me no one's peeing right now on mic. Okay.
No. Now,
Swear to God, I heard water.
the thing I have the thing is with Battlefront 2, it did an excellent depiction of what it's like to be an Imperial Special Force. But I
However,
don't like
just
it.
hated how early. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I expected Iden to end up joining the rebellion. I expected that wholeheartedly. 'Cause
But
think about it, when they
I-
focus on when they typically focus on one Imperial character, they'll end up joining the rebellion because they realize that the Empire is pretty ass, especially at the point where it's really collapsing. It's pretty much ass. There's no going back. So might as well side with the New Republic and yada.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
But
When you do it
I
so
did not
early,
like when she did it too
when
early.
you do
I
it
did not like
did so early, it takes you out of the whole,
because it's like they literally false advertise the game because they're like you're gonna
Yeah.
finally play as an
just like Halo 5.
we're
But
not talking about
I'll-
Halo. That's irrelevant. We're talking
Star
about
Wars Squadrons, amazing interpretation.
You
Amazing.
get to play both sides perfectly balanced.
thing
as all
is-
things should be.
And this the thing is, when you go into the perspective of Imperial soldiers, it is
Why did Justin
interesting.
invite me to a party?
Just tell Justin to kill himself. No, I'm kidding. Don't do
What the
No,
fuck is
what the
wrong with you, Jake?
that.
That's not even funny. That's
he says
not
that.
even funny.
He says that to me, and I say it back to him. Okay.
Okay,
Anyway.
well, I don't care.
All right,
I'm
now
upset.
if we go back to Legends, the Empire took quite a while to fully fall apart. Sure, it already started with the different warlord factions, which is interesting because each faction, if you saw, had very different beliefs of how the Empire should run. It is weird, but it's great. It Justin did.
Welcome.
But Eric, we have our boy Gilad Pelion, also known as Best Mustache
I
Award
don't
ever.
care about him. Damn it.
He Best Mustache Award 2015.
I like how you're giving him this award when you don't even have any type of facial hair.
No, I don't.
Exactly. Shut up.
Did you say that's racist?
That's racist. That's Harris.
Anyway,
Heresy.
yeah, great interpretation of how even after the Emperor's dead, which he should have stayed dead, not bring him back in the Rise of Skywalker. That's what basically said for me to I basically should just kill myself.
However, when you incorporate what the Templin Institute would have done, I'm not gonna look at my screen now. If you take what the Templin Institute would have done with the First Order, that's so
excellent
much
writing.
better.
We actually see
So much better.
I thought that's not classwork. That's homework. I'm leaving.
you finished.
No, I'm not actually leaving. I'm staying here because I really want to see if anyone responded to my Tumblr post about light theory. Like, someone was talking about, like, oh, if people are going to talk about, like, Crow can redeem himself, if Aldrin can redeem himself, then stop
Justin,
treating
take that
Mr.
shit
like
off your
trash.
head
And I
right
was
the
like,
fuck now.
Justin, don't you dare!
Justin, what are you
Do
wearing?
not, do
Let me see
not
it.
take off that chicken hat. I swear to God.
Speak it.
Okay.
Anyway,
But I put out a
What
post
the
wondering
hell
if
am I
anyone wants to
looking
hear
at?
it, so I'm gonna go check.
anyway, the impure.
And then I'm gonna
See, this is why you were accused of doing something. This is why he was accused. No, he was no. Don't take this out of context. It's nothing. Sort of.
Accused.
It's nothing like what you're probably thinking it is. However, apparently, like he's getting investigated or some shit because apparently somebody with a chicken hat, like, broke into where he works at or some shit. I don't know. And he's the only one that wears the chicken hat. So now he's being watched. So that's what it is.
He's on a
Why would
watch
he
list.
rob his? Why would he rob his own store?
Why would I rob McDonald's?
The point is, the thing
You should have a
is
cow
that-
on your head, not a chicken.
See,
Alright.
Justin, you're like inviting me to play Star Wars, and I'm like half tempted to just like lay the fuck down and probably eat some junk food. But like,
Fair enough.
Jacob, you need to create the Battlefront 2 tab. The
I will.
channel.
Yeah.
Yes,
I will.
do it now.
No, actually, it would class under Star Wars content, which you should have. It would class under there because it's everything Star Wars. It's not just Battlefront 2. So,
We'll
yeah.
make it a whole thing for like Battlefront 2 players, like you know how we have like For Honor gamers. and
yeah,
PC junkies.
I can do it. I'll do it. But going back, the thing is, every faction in Star Wars is guilty of something. The Empire is guilty of a whole lot.
Yeah, but the
First
Empire
Order-
takes the Empire and the
First
Galactic
Order-
Sith
Yes.
Empire take the cake.
The First Order is close to being there. Is close.
Close. I'm sorry, close.
5
No,
seconds
they-
away from nutting. So
The fir- the
someone
fir-
wanted
the
to hear my
The
life. Someone
First
wanted to hear
Order.
my theory. Someone was interested. So I'm going
The
to
First
Reddit.
Order is basically they've basically take the cake as being one of the worst factions.
The
ever.
First Order. No, the worst faction would have to still just be the Resistance. I don't want to hear shit about that.
No,
The
I mean
Resistance.
in terms of war crimes.
In terms of war.
I'm sorry, it cannot be the top number one. It's all the top three, and they share this equally. And it's the Empire, First Order, and
The
Sith.
Sith,
Empire.
the Sith
I
Empire.
must say the First Order is first because of one thing. The Empire didn't destroy a massive amount of planets with one single weapon.
Yeah, they
that
did.
No, they didn't. No, they
They
only
destroyed one
they blew
they
up.
just-
They blew up
they-
all
and a
they-
the.
half planets. One
No,
and
they
a half
just-
planets by
oh,
no,
technicality.
no. Hold up. When it came to
To
what
scare.
the fuck? No, I don't care about the first one.
Jeddah.
Jeddah. They blew up a city. Scarif, they blew up a continent.
Still,
Uh,
it's not a dozen planets.
However, wait. I'm trying to. I'm explaining it to Justin because he's saying
Right.
3. That's why I'm explaining to him. The only planet they blew up entirely was Alderaan. That was it.
They fucking deserved
The
it.
First
No,
Order.
I'm kidding. No, they didn't.
The
Just-
First
didn't.
Order blew up
No, they didn't.
multiple planets in one fell swoop. How many planets did they blow up?
The entire star system, Eric. The entire star system. They made sure nothing survived.
No. Shut up. Okay. The Empire destroyed a planet. The First Order didn't kill just multiple. They blew up an entire star system.
Okay, goddamn, I gotta give him props for that. That was a good one.
Shut up, Austin.
Honestly?
You did what the Empire couldn't.
Wow, look at that, guys.
No matter what, nothing is gonna beat the 40K universe and the Halo universe. Okay. Nothing.
What if we just gave the? What if we just gave the?
Okay. No.
What if we just gave the?
I'm gonna explain why. 40K is just constant chaos. Okay. You have demons. You have a various alien empires waging war with each other, and then you just have like demons, just like hey, trying to fuck shit up. And then you have the Tyranids, which are bootleg flood, trying to eat. The most overpowered universe of all is Halo because the flood. The flood will literally inhale the Tyranids. They literally would. Halo's the most overpowered.
Everything they touch is just.
Yeah, like literally, the flood is more dangerous than the Tyranids.
I will say this. Okay. Disagree with me if you will, or agree. The rebellion, the insurrection was justified against the UNSC.
Oh yeah, it was. It was.
UNSC is a corrupt, authoritarian government.
They're
not a democracy.
They are.
I hate Oni. I hate Oni.
I hate them too.
Without Oni, even without Oni, still, UNSC and the unified Earth government was authoritarian. And it was justified to have an insurrection against them. Were the methods questionable? Absolutely.
Eric, I'm gonna post a thing in images. Look at this. What should have been.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Damn, that's nice armor.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. Some nice commandos.
Oh yeah.
I don't see anything in images yet.
It's
an art.
Yeah, it's an art. Never mind.
You said images.
Eat my ass.
Okay.
I bet.
Okay. All right. Me and Austin will literally just, I guess, share. I guess.
Damn, and you're not gonna save some for me? What the fuck?
Can we just talk about this right here? Floors.
I'm trying to find like.
All I want is Fordo back.
Captain Fordo from the.
Oh, right. It was Peter. Okay. So Peter, I had to explain a little bit of the Bad Batch because he was confused on like how that happened with Crosshair. I'm not gonna say what it is, but he was confused. I literally had to explain it to him.
Right.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but I had to explain to him. He still doesn't understand because Peter's fucking retarded.
Kid, just
when you go back and watch Clone Wars,
one small zap can change everything.
What happened, Oliver?
Did you go back and watch Clone Wars though?
I watched everything.
No, I'm saying like if Peter doesn't understand because
he's watched everything as well. He's just stupid. Like he's just stupid.
All right, now this Eric.
It's crazy how a small little zap can change everything.
What?
It's crazy how a little tiny zap can change it all.
Okay,
I don't be concerned or be confused. I don't know.
We're talking about the Bad Batch. I'm saying a small little zap can change it all.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about Peter and how retarded he is. Austin, what the fuck are you doing?
But
Austin, what the fuck are you doing? Because that movement you was just doing could be interpreted the very wrong way.
I was literally banging my head off my head.
That's not what that looks like, Austin.
See, listen. If y'all want some
good, to stop. I need you to stop because it looks like something I will not say right now.
You were gonna say it sounds like he's deep throating.
I never said that he sounded. It just looks like he's doing the movement.
Well,
okay.
That battle droid do to you?
Austin, that battle trying to say something?
That battle droid deserved it.
Battle droids don't get right.
I'll be honest with you. the top picture I posted with the stormtrooper getting carried, that is something you'd probably see in an actual war zone.
Yes.
No, remember that video I posted? Me, guys, I'm wounded.
Also, another
Wounded.
thing that I hate, I'm not gonna lie, another thing that I always hated with like the clone troopers, like
The
the
Coruscant
base
Guard.
clones. No, shut up. With the clone troopers and stormtroopers, right? They just have the plain white armor. They don't have. I could deal with the armor just being pure white. I just like they have nothing. They don't have like extra ammo pack. They don't have any gear on the armor. They just have the plain armor, and then that's it. And then they're just
like
the gun.
They get one clip or magazine.
Right. They don't have no knives,
No,
extra ammo packets on the shoulders or anything like that.
I'm gonna post a series of art of how stormtroopers would be fighting xenomorphs.
Oh, they're gonna fucking die. They're
No,
gonna
this
fucking
art.
die.
This art is amazing.
The acid alone.
Okay.
So we have the
okay,
first
Jacob,
one.
We know
We
what
have-
the xenomorphs are. They're bred to kill.
Yeah,
Okay,
we have the first one.
They would die.
That poor stormtrooper.
Murdered.
There is
immediately.
one thing you need to keep in mind. They won't get technically acid blood on them if they shoot them.
No, they won't. But the xenomorphs will close in on them and then like literally hoard them.
they would
the
be able
xenomorphs
to-
are just the alien universe of Tyranids. That's what the fuck they are. They're just Tyranids. Now, however, if you were able to control them, you would be
want
the
some
most
art?
dangerous person in the. Oh god, not this again.
God damn it!
It looks so real.
I'm deleting that. Okay.
Wait, we're talking about
The
that?
This actually looks pretty good though. I like this. I like how he has the cape. I love that. The cape.
Look, he's dual wielding.
Look at the very bottom. Look at that stormtrooper.
Oh, with the gun?
This is one thing. Have you noticed?
Nice.
This is one thing. Have you noticed? In the art that people do with stormtroopers, they actually give them justice to actually, being an effective. Because in the
Not
movies,
be
they were
jobbers.
hyping them up. They were hyping them up as elite troopers.
No, they were also doing that. No, specifically, the one thing they were doing that with any type of stormtrooper was the Sith trooper. They were really hyping up. I mean, they only got like what 24 seconds of screen time.
They were just red.
Right? No. But they were like, they're like fanatic to the Sith cause. Like they don't give a fuck about the
Or
Sith
just
cause. They only
like-
care about the Sith. They're deadly, extremely. The only type of media that would see them get any type of justice is in Battlefront 2.
Right.
But in the
Now,
movie, they only
Eric-
get like 24 seconds of screen
Eric,
time.
now this
What?
this will explain why these stormtroopers are really good. Look at the emblem. The flag.
Okay, what about it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
the 501st.
I don't know why they
Imagine-
called it. I still see. I like the stormtroopers like with blue markings, but they're go. Oh man, that lone stormtrooper. Okay, that stormtrooper has my respect.
Yeah,
He
he's
has
not
my
surrendering. No, he's like, if I'm gonna
Versus the
die,
queen, too.
No.
Isn't that a
You
queen?
do not understand. No,
Yeah, it's
that
the queen.
yeah, that's the queen. That man has the heart of a space marine, a lone space marine going up against a giant ass demon, and he's still like, bitch. If I'm dying, I'm gonna find a way to take you with me. That
No,
stormtrooper
these
has my
stormtroopers,
respect.
and there's a motto that they give to a lot of like people who like stormtroopers that they just regroup in hell. They know they're going to hell.
In hell,
They-
you bastard.
See, no,
that
that's tell the
stormtrooper has my respect.
the stormtrooper tells the other is the stormtrooper that tells the other stormtroopers, "I'll see you guys in hell."
I
the
mean, they
weird-
still did commit a whole bunch of war crimes, so like, yeah. They still, so yeah.
Oh, then we have where Darth Vader's in the mix. Now Vader, he really did. The funny thing is, Vader hated the officers, but he liked the stormtroopers.
There was only one officer he ever befriended.
That was Piet, right?
No. It was an officer that ended up dying.
Oh yeah, yeah. Watch
It was
that
in the
video.
comics. It was in the
Yeah.
in one of the comics. Like that was the
Imagine
only.
being the guy. Imagine being the guy that's assigned to hold the flag.
Honestly, I never understood that. Like literally, that just like hinders you. Like if you're gonna have somebody carry the flag, at least like don't let them hold
Give
it
them a
with one
gun.
hand and like give
Give him a
them
gun.
or make the flag much smaller so they can at least put it on their back.
Now,
It's not a
meanwhile, you got that one stormtrooper. That
Matter of
lone
fact, no. I have an
stormtrooper.
idea. All right, so you know how like in some games or some fantasy universe that they have collapsible weapons, so like you can literally have
Yeah.
a whole scythe, but it's like about like when it's collapsed, it's about as big as a controller. Have something like that with the flag, but don't have like fabric. Have it as a holographic flag. So like you place it, you open it up, place it down, and then it's like a hologram.
So
Kind of how like the when you do the like in Destiny 2, that type shit.
Yeah. So you
know.
remember, how there was a project that the Empire tried doing is giving stormtroopers lightsabers and things like that, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, this is basically an interpretation. Is that a dark trooper in the back?
Where? In the back?
Yeah. Or was that just no? It's a normal stormtrooper. Never mind.
It's just it's a normal stormtrooper just without a chest plate for some reason.
Yeah, I think it's female. I think.
Yeah, it looks like it could be a female. She's like pretty skinny. It looks like it could be a female.
The one holding the lightsabers? Yeah, that's a woman.
Yeah.
I got more stormtrooper art that people do.
Also, I'm probably gonna hop off and just like eat food.
I'm gonna post
I might stay on the call.
Hold on.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Right. I mean, if you want to stay, you can. We're all here.
Yeah.
I'm writing the whole light theory down because someone actually wanted to hear it on Tumblr. So
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna at least put my shirt back on and I'm just go lay down and also get some junk food. So,
I'm literally going to take this discussion and turn it into a video. So.
Oh, do you want to hear my light theory later, Oliver?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, let me finish writing it down.
Yeah. I just the Death Troopers. Oh man. The Death Troopers, they have my respect.
My favorite unit in the Empire.
They're not really my favorite.
They had
No.
cool
Next to the
badass
Imperial
voices. I'll
Jump
give you that one.
Troopers, they are still my favorite next to the Imperial Jet Troopers.
But give mad respect to this one dude in this picture. Look at the dude in the back just repelling.
Jesus.
That's
a Leroy Jenkins.
Electrocuted by the cable for getting it. There's
No.
still power.
No, one thing I have to point out. Why do people give better art for the actual like fighting than what the movies do?
Because they're movies. They're not meant to do that.
I mean, yes and no. As a movie person, I just say it depends on the vision and the budget, honestly. Because
You can't make old Michael Bay Transformers movies.
True. That's why sometimes animation works better than live action. Because unless you want CGI models of stormtroopers.
This is just a little scary. Just imagine you're driving around and you get hijacked by this dude.
No.
Look at the sheer terror on the dude's face.
It's just like, I said, let me see your identification.
No, have you noticed if this thing was like if this was a Starfighter 2? Imagine if that was an X-wing and the dude did that.
Here was Luke's X-wing.
Dude, where did the guy come from? Is that even a normal stormtrooper?
No. And also, I don't know where that is. It looks like it's in the sky.
Dude came from fucking orbit and just like, what's up?
It's Bespin.
Huh?
Crashes onto the cloud car. Wait, what happens if he hijacks one end of the cloud car and starts fighting the other guy from the other pod? No, we're going this way. No, we're going this way.
They break the hatches and start shooting at each other and they keep missing.